But you'll see here, we kill him, we take him down, and now it's just a matter of finishing him off. So we take him out, and as you can see here, we get a mythical drum gun. What's up YouTube, my name is Hypr, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to dominate and get the golden or mythical drum gun, the secret weapon, to the owner of the agency. If you don't know what that is, it's the massive middle island that's a new massive base, and if you can dominate it, open up the safe and get all the loot, then you're set to win any game of Fortnite. You could be terrible at the game, but the guns that come out of that place are OP. So without any further ado, let's get into the video and let's see how to dominate this new location. Alright, so I've just got this video here that I recorded earlier of me playing, and I just want to explain to you what I'm doing. So, first we jump out of the bus and we go to land at this middle island. Now the first thing, I want to pause and we want to look here. There are so many places, so many doors that you can enter into, and everybody's going there. You can see how many people. So I know a little trick. If you look just here, there's a little door, and it's actually an air vent that you can land in and go inside. Now, as you land in here, you're going to come through here. Now, this room is important to take note of. You have cameras and you have a security bot. Now, if you don't know what these are guys that basically protect the different locations. So you need to be careful of them, and you need to be careful of these cameras. So what I'm going to do, and what you'll do as well, is you run through this vent, and when you turn right here, there's going to be a loot spawn. Grab that loot spawn, and then just keep running along the path that I'm running, and this guy won't notice in time. And you'll see that right here. You run, you keep running. Now we're going to go up. We're going to go up a little bit. Be very careful, because you're not going to have a lot of mats, and there are a lot of places where you think you'd be able to build, but you actually can't, because of how awkwardly structured, I guess you could say, this place is. So just keep that in mind. Building is a little bit awkward in this area. So we run up, we look for some extra loot, and now, after looking for some loot, grabbing some guns, you can come to this area here where there's a chest, and now we've got loot. So we're basically, at this point here, we're right in the middle. There's a layer above us and a layer below us. So we're right in the middle, so we need to be careful. We run through here. There's a chest spawn right here. It'll always be here. This time it just so happened to give me a pump, a purple pump, so you might be lucky as well. And now we go up, and we're looking to go, not necessarily to the top layer, but definitely get up high. I see a player over here, so I decide to push her. I get a nice hit there, but I believe this actually gets a little bit close because I forgot I didn't have shield. So she runs up there, trying not to be too aggressive. I take a shot here. She hits me, and then she's up here. I break this, and then I'm prepared for the edit. She edits down, and I one pump her. So that was pretty self-explanatory what happened just then. I then heal up, as you would, and we keep going. Now, at this point, I want to go down a little bit, because I'm pretty high. So I go outside. Not too sure why I went outside at this point, but yeah, I did. Now I'm looking for this chest, and just landing here enough times. Obviously I haven't landed here many times, so I don't know where everything is, so I apologize for me scrambling trying to find that chest. But once you learn all the chest spawns, it will be better. I know a few of them right now, which is the path that I'm showing you, and so I decide to drop down all the way to the bottom floor. Now there is a secret layer underneath, and I'll just pause this for a moment. There's a secret layer underneath, and there's a vault, and this vault has a lot of good loot. So the end goal, there are two end goals, actually sort of three. So one of the end goals is to get out of here alive. That's number one priority. Number two priority is take out the boss. Now the boss in this is actually the tier 100 skin. So you want to take him out so you can get his secret Tommy gun. His mythical Tommy gun weapon. And then the third objective, and the third thing, the third priority rather, that you want to do is you want to go down to the vault. And I'll show all of that in this clip. So, I see, here he is, here's the boss. Now, he's brain dead as fuck, okay? So you should be able to take him out very easily. You just need to be careful because his drum gun does a lot of damage. So if he hits you, as you can tell, he's very easy to kill. But if you're up close, you need to be careful because that mythical drum gun does a lot of damage. But you'll see here, we kill him, we take him down, and now it's just a matter of finishing him off. So we take him out, and as you can see here, we get a mythical drum gun. So as you can see there, Midas's drum gun, mythical weapon, 250 damage per second. This thing is a beast. So you want to get this as soon as possible. Take him out as soon as possible. I see a player here. I go for an edit. I take a shot. I don't hit anything. Then this person with a minigun comes over here. So I try and laser her, but she runs away. And then I get lasered to a pretty low amount of HP right here, if I remember correctly. And just quickly, so what this is that I've just picked up, this is a key card. You're going to need this later on to get into the safe. So if you see this, make sure you pick it up. Now, let's continue on. So I reload the drum gun. I open up the key card, and as you can see here, when you hold the key card, so let's actually just go back 10 seconds. As you can see, when I pull out the key card, it actually shows you where the safe is going to be. So it's going to be 47 meters away, and it's going to be downstairs. It doesn't show you that it's downstairs, but I know, since I've been there quite a few times, it's in a downstairs little area, which you'll see in a moment. So that just shows you where it is. So if you can't find the safe, or don't know where it is, use that to help you. Now at this point, I see a guy out there, but I decide to just ignore it. And I go in here. Now this is where the safe is. There's this little underground area that you break down into, or you can come down from the stairs, but I like to break down into this area. Unfortunately, there was already a player here, and this player nearly kills us, but we managed to clutch up and take her out, as you'll see right here. So now that she's down, we're in the underground area, no one else knows we're here, we have about 100 HP after we drink this mini shield, and we have the key card that we need to get into this safe. So, let's go, block off that, just in case somebody decides to come, just pop in the key card right there, and the safe will open. Now, you need to keep guard when the safe is opening because it opens very, very slowly. So just be mindful of that. And now, you have this area in here with tons and tons and tons of loot, as you'll see right here. So these crates have tons of loot. This is basically just like an everyday supply drop, RPG, heals. So basically, whatever damage you take while you're fighting, you'll get back from this room. You've got slurp tanks, you've got everything you could possibly need. Now, personally, as you can see here, there are quite a few guns, and I'll just go back quickly. Quite a few guns back in the game that were previously vaulted. So we have the suppressed SMG, the suppressed sniper, we have the drum gun that's unvaulted now, as you can see down there in the bottom right, and we have the blue version of the old like suppressed scars and stuff. So there are tons of different weapons to choose from when you come down into this area, but personally I just like to use the suppressed SMG. And then this place right here, so if you go to the left of the safe, you'll see this air vent, and this is actually the exact same air vent that we came into this place through. So we're going to basically go out the way we came. And you go in through there like that, you can pop out, and you can make a quick escape. Now, something I want to say, if you don't get the loot that you need, or you don't get the boss down, you can't kill him, or you think it's too dangerous to go to the safe, a place that I like to go is out that same little vent if you can, but if not, just find a way out that's safe. Get out of there if you don't think you're going to be able to handle all the players and the stuff like that, especially if you're, not as an experienced player as some other people. And you want to come out that same direction, out to the east, and you want to just head straight east. And there is a little house that isn't always looted, in fact often isn't looted. So you could actually land here first and then go push the agency. But this little house, which I believe was here before, I'm not entirely sure. But not many people land at this place, so this is also a good landing place. And if you go inside this place, it's got it's guaranteed 3 chest spawns in this house. So as you can see, you come in here, and if you don't have enough loot from looting the whole agency, then you'll have enough loot after you come here. with 3 chest spawns, and I believe like 4 different ammo crate spawns as well. And then yeah, as you can see, you've got basically all the loot you'll ever need. But this is not the only place, and this drum gun is not the only gun. So I'm just going to skip forward a bit, and we're just going to sort of fast forward through this to the next couple of kills. I don't win this game because I mess around a little too much, and you'll see that in a bit. But basically, I'm just looting, and then what I actually decide to do, which is can be a good idea, is I actually decide to farm up all this stuff, and then I decide to actually head back to the agency after farming up some material and things like that. So I head back to this place, and I'll fast forward actually just a little bit more to the fight. So I come back to the agency, and you need to be careful because the robots that protect this place aren't always going to be destroyed. And another important, very important thing. If you see a red dot, like here, on this door, for example, when you see these, be very careful, because if you're trying to escape somebody, this is not going to help you. This door will not open unless you have the correct skin. And at this point in the season, right at the start, I don't think anybody actually would have the skins that would actually let them scan them and go through. I might be wrong, but I believe at this point, unless you buy the tier 100, that's not going to really work for you. But yeah, so just keep that in mind, that you will not be able to enter these doors, and they take like, I think it's like 2,000 damage to destroy them. So just be careful. Don't count on them for an escape plan. Anyway, I come up here, I loot a little bit more, I come through here, and I'm just looking around, seeing if there's any spare loot around. Not that I really need it, but might as well. And then I hear a player, I do some bodybuilding, and then I fight this guy. Keep in mind, this was basically my first game, not only on, but pretty much of the season. I'd only played 2 before, so, or 3 before. Anyway, I take a shot at this guy, and basically just fight him. Nothing really much to say about it. I try to use the drum gun to demonstrate, but it wasn't the right timing. But you can see right here, it's pretty strong, 50 damage headshot, sort of like the old drum gun used to be. And yeah, so these are decoy grenades. If you don't know, they basically just make a little version of yourself run around for a little bit of time. And they are so effective that in this clip, I actually think my own decoy is a player, and I end up shooting at them, and then realizing, oh wait, that's my own decoy. So yeah, they can prank you a little bit, but yeah, it is a lot of fun to use them to make smart outplays and stuff. Anyway, so this little bit here, there's nothing really much interesting. I get lasered, like, pretty badly here. And this guy comes down to me. Now, you're probably wondering, A, how he lasered me so hard. First of all, it's not actually because he's on a controller. It's because he has another one of these hero's weapons. Which, I'm not sure if you know this, but this drum gun, again, isn't the only one. There are other agents, or other heroes, I'm not, whatever you want to call them, and they also have their own tools, weapons, etc. So this girl has a grappler and a very special gun, which you'll see in a moment. So I do manage to take her out in the end, and you'll see that in a moment here. Just using this drum gun since it's so strong, I take her out with 2 HP left. And as you can see right here, now what this looks like over here is a regular SCAR. But what it actually is it's, yeah, Sky's, I think that's how you pronounce that, Sky's assault rifle. And there's also a grappler as well. So this assault rifle is basically a one-up version from a SCAR. So I believe it has a 74 headshot rather than the Golden Scar's 72 headshot. And I didn't actually check, but I believe, I don't know if this is a real stat, but you'll see when I start shooting it. And I'm not sure if this is just a change to ARs in general or just this gun, and I'll skip to a part where I shoot it. But it feels definitely like the rate of fire of this particular SCAR is faster than normal. I just felt like that. Anyway, so you can see that this grappler also, and I'll wait for this little bar to move, you can see that it's got like an infinite grapples. So that just shows that you can use the grappler an infinite amount of times, which is pretty cool. And speaking of which, if you'd like me to do a video where I teach you how to land at the other places, the other bases, and how to dominate them as well, so you can get, you know, maybe this Scar, so we could land at Sky's little base, or we could land, there's one where there's like a big guy with a golden minigun, or a mythical minigun, we could land there, and I can teach you how to loot there. So if you want to see a video more like that, or more videos like this rather, then just let me know. Anyway, so I'll show you what I mean by this Scar's rate of fire definitely seems faster, and you'll see right here. Think about like a normal Scar, and just looking back, it just seems like it shoots faster. Again, no stats to back this up, I could probably check afterwards. But yeah, it just felt so much faster. Well, not so much, but like look at the rate of fire of that Scar. Like just listen to it. That's definitely faster, right? That's definitely a faster Scar. And well, actually, we can compare right here. I do actually die here because I mess around with, again, another character's weapon. So you'll see that in a moment. Another agent's weapon, rather. But listen to the difference between his Scar's rate of fire and mine. Like, mine's super fast, I feel like. And his sounds slower. Does it not? Like, just go back 5 seconds and listen to that again. I just feel like it does. Anyway, so I grabbed the boom bow. Again, here is another agent's weapon, a mythical boom bow. This boom bow, you actually find at the rig, which is a big spot on the map. Again, if you want me to show you where that is and how to dominate that place as well, let me know down below in the comments, or I might put a poll in the card. And yeah, just let me know. Anyway, so I mess around a bit with the boom bow just because I hadn't used it in so long, and it gets me killed right here where he jumps up and kills me. But anyway, that's pretty much how to dominate the middle island. I reckon it's a pretty good spot to land, and if you can dominate it and get good at landing there, then you will win more and more matches, I guarantee, just because it's such a good landing spot, such good loot. I mean, all of the hidden places have good loot, but this one in particular, it's centered in the map. It's just, if you dominate that place, maybe build a base on top of it, for example, then you're set to win any game of Fortnite. So that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. If you watched the whole thing and are here to say goodbye, then I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.